Hello and welcome to this edition of the Time with Hime podcast. I'm your host, Lynn Cordish, joined by Superintendent Hime and some very special guests.
Yes,
today.
last week we had the football coaches on, kind of to set fall sports in and kick off football season. So this week we brought in some of our ladies sports or some of our other sports that have kicked off here in the fall that we sometimes don't talk as much about. You know, sometimes I get accused because I did coach football for 20 plus years that I only care about football, but no, we try to do for all. So we brought some of our young lady sports in, and we had one who couldn't make it because of a conflict. So we were going to have volleyball, softball, and cross country here.
Correct. We
did not get cross country. Maybe we can get somebody from cross country next week.
We'll get the kids next week and bring her in.
So introduce yourself and tell us what sport you're with and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm the head coach at Eisenhower High School for volleyball. This is my second year. Last year, I took over a program that had 0 wins, and we finished, I think, 18th overall in the state with a 16-16 record, and we've really upped our schedule this year, playing much bigger 6A schools. We had a great showing at a tournament in early August, right before school started, with a bunch of 6A teams up at Westmore High School, and we played some great volleyball. So this program is really on the up and up, and it's been a great season so far. We have MacArthur tonight.
Uh-oh.
So that'll be a
Where's
really
that
fun
at?
match. It's at MacArthur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nothing with it, so there's no conflict here.
No conflict.
No difference.
You introduced yourself, but you forgot to tell us who you are.
I'm sorry. I'm Coach Keiper. Katie Keiper.
Katie Keiper.
Yep,
There you
Keiper.
go. Thank you. Your turn.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us on, first of all. My name is Emily Poindexter. My kids call me Coach P. I'm the head fast pitch and slow pitch softball coach at MacArthur High School. Each year we continue to get better. This is my 4th year. I took over a program that had 4 wins. My first year we won 5. Second year we had 12. Last year we had 15, and we're continuing that track of success. I have the world's best kids, world's best parents. I'm very lucky to coach with my 2 best friends. So we have a great program over at MacArthur, and I'm really looking forward to continuing our year.
And you guys just had the softball festival too,
Yes,
correct?
we
How'd
did.
that go?
It went great. So we host what's called the Best of the Southwest preseason fast pitch festival. Last year was our first year to do it. Coach Briarton at Eisenhower and Coach Daigle at Lawton High, the 3 of us got together to throw our second annual one. Last year we had 12 teams, and this year we had 18.
Awesome.
So we progressively continue to get more people involved with Lawton Public Schools and playing more teams. So we're
And bringing them to town.
Yeah, bringing them to town. So it went great. It was great for all 3 programs to host, and we were really, really happy with the turnout.
Well, and how's the turf for the ladies? How are they enjoying that?
They are loving it. It's our 3rd season now with it. We got it my 2nd season at MacArthur. It is a little hotter than we were used to with the dirt, but the maintenance and the upkeep is a lot better. And also the girls enjoy playing on turf. Growing up playing softball in Southwest Oklahoma, turf wasn't common. Even when we went to Oklahoma City, turf wasn't common. I maybe played on it 1 or 2 times growing up, but now that's all you see. So it's nice to see that Lawton Public Schools is able to keep up with the bigger cities and the bigger schools. And, you know, it really highlights the administration that we have and the support that they pay into our athletics. So
Don't bring
Thank
it up
you.
too
Yeah,
much. I got to walk
absolutely.
him outside.
All right, now talk to me about your numbers.
Numbers
Yeah, how many
for
we
my
got?
girls.
How many girls we got participating?
Well, we have 9 freshmen. We did start off with 12, but I think just as season's gone on, they're, getting
Again,
into
I've
high
coached
school.
for years, yeah.
Yep, they're getting into high school. They're finding their way. So we're down to 9 freshmen, but they are a strong freshman group, and they're
Okay.
going to be great for the program going forward. We have a very large JV team at 16, but we try to keep that team extra big just so that we're really developing the kids to get ready for varsity level. And then our varsity is capped out at 12.
Okay.
And so overall, I believe we have 32. And they all love each other. It's a great support system. It's a great community that we've developed between them, and the olders mentor the littles. And we have a lot of sisters in the program as well, so they're very tight-knit.
Now, I know your program's a little different for yourself than some of our other coaches, but what about our junior high? What kind of numbers are we looking at down there? Do you know?
Yes, Coach Dunn is doing an excellent job at the middle school. She has 10 on JV and 10 on varsity. Both groups are very talented, and we're developing a higher system within the court and the team as far as offense goes. We're really starting to trickle down our offense and what I'm teaching at the high school into the middle school.
Oh, awesome.
And I think it's really going to start to cycle in the next couple of years. So you should see a good uptick in talent.
Coach Poindexter, how's your numbers?
Our numbers are great, both middle school and high school. Coach Ellis and Coach Nungesser do such a wonderful job. At the middle school, they have 38 kids.
Wow.
Which for
Wow.
MacArthur Middle School is a lot. They've typically had a big roster, but they've never seen 38. So it really just goes to show that kids want to play softball, that kids want to play for Coach Ellis and Coach Nungesser. At the high school, we have 21. This is our first year that we've made it far enough into a season to have a true split between a varsity and a JV.
Awesome.
So that's really exciting for our program. Like I said, I might be a little biased, but I do think that we have the best kids. We sure have some tough kids. They work hard. They're great. They continue to get better. The high school coaches, fortunately, get to go to the middle school in the morning to help with the middle school. So it's been really beneficial for my program because I get to instill a little bit of my program into middle school. So last year being my first year, my freshmen coming up, I got to coach them for a year before they came to me, and it's made a really big difference for my program.
Well, one thing we talk about is when we get that opportunity, and I know Coach Keiper, it's a little different with you because you're traveling in and so forth, but when you got 38 in the middle school, usually a middle school team's lucky to have 2 coaches.
Right.
And 2 coaching 38, there's not much individual instruction and one-on-one. Well, middle schools when they need the most.
Right.
So you guys, what is there, 3 of you going down there? So
Yes.
now they got 5 coaches working with students. So that's a huge deal. So it's great. Anything else you guys would like to throw in? Any big games coming up or anything else about your sport?
Yeah, so we've only had one of our city championship games. We've only played Lawton once, so we have another Lawton game coming up, and we'll play Eisenhower twice this season. Lawton came into our district this year, and Eisenhower moved out as they went 6A. So we always love the city games. We love the city rivalry. For us, it's a tradition. It's special. It's fun. Coach Brierton and Coach Daigle have done such a good job with their program, so we really enjoyed the 3 of us getting together and getting the opportunity to play each other. We have 2 big tournaments coming up, and we're really only about a third of the way through our season. We don't finish up till the middle of October, so we have an exciting season still ahead of us.
You're going to enjoy that cool weather.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's
Coach
coming
Keiper?
in. Yeah, you have good
Yeah,
hair.
well, like I said, we have MacArthur tonight. So we've already seen Lawton High, and we did get the win over Lawton. So we are looking to maybe be city champs tonight. And then next weekend, we have a large varsity tournament at Cache. So we'll be facing probably MacArthur again. I'm not exactly sure who all's in that tournament, but it should be the local area. So we're really looking forward to that, and maybe taking a little crown for the area. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys are excited. It's good to see that. And one thing I talk about is we try to talk. Winning's important. Now, you know, people that know I coached, you know, it was all about character and everything. And then when it was kicked off, it was all about winning.
Right.
And it is. But getting young ladies and young men out, all the research shows that students who are in extracurricular activities, which includes athletics, but obviously the arts, they do better later in life. They have a higher income potential. Just all the numbers go on their side. So I'm very excited to know your numbers are really good. You know, it's one thing as a superintendent we talk about, you know, we got the new locker rooms. Neither one of y'all are using one of the new locker rooms, but one of you said it created more space for you for some of the teams. But it's just nice to have better facilities, something to be proud of, and I appreciate the fact y'all are. And thank you guys for coming on today, and good luck the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
And
so
I think
much.
even for as a parent, the big deal is having them in the middle school and building
Yes.
that relationship all the way up, because they get to see what the program's about, they get to meet the coaches, and they get to be a part of something even from the middle school. So that relationship is huge.
And I
huge,
will
huge, huge
compliment
for a
Coach
player.
Keiper, although because of her travel, she doesn't get to work first hour with the middle school. She did talk about how during the summer and the off season, she works with the middle school kids and helps with them throughout the year to help build that and make sure that the coaches know and they're developing her program from middle school up. So we are still getting that. So that's kind of exciting to
It's
know.
fun
that,
to watch you. It's fun to watch you both. And
Yes.
Yeah.
good luck with the season.
Thank
because
you so
I
much.
know it's just going to continue to build out from there.
thank you so
now we
much.
get to build on to the rest of our podcast. So keep with us. We had our first big football game last week and another one this week.
Yep. The big city games, nothing crowd great. Big shout out to our fans for, you know, we always
Following
talk
safety.
about, you know, here we go, knock on wood
Yes.
again, that we, you know, we had a great game and the fans showed up. And again, one thing we talk about is participation's really high and the teams compete and we're excited about that. And another game this week and football's in full swing. and as our other sports are.
And that's a great reminder. If you love one sport and still enjoy another, we have the all-season passes. And for a single pass with the children, that are included, it's $100. And for two, it's $175. But they can get any game for their complex area that they select, whether it's MacArthur Middle, MacArthur High, Eisenhower Middle.
And follow their team if they're playing in one of our other two schools.
Correct.
They can only play. Yeah, you can't take it to Cash or Elgin. They're not going to let you in. And again, I will say this. I've had a few comments, and they've been very positive, where gatekeepers weren't sure if it was got their kid in or not, and they had to work with them. But my understanding is the people with the passes have been very understanding, knowing they're new, and that's worked out for us. So that's a big shout out. Also, with our games and happening at the complexes, I know we're working on making sure handicap parking is where it needs to be, because we got one parking complex for all the sports. So what's handicapped for football is not handicapped for softball. It's a different, so we're having to work on, okay, maybe we need to get some portable parking spots, because they don't need to be handicapped if it's just having school today. They're just taking up spots that nobody can So we're working on that. So please bear with us. And I know if you get a hold of somebody out there, they'll get you to a good spot if they have to pull you up somewhere out of the way. So we're really working on the parking. It's new, and we're still working on fencing after we got the new buildings in. So
it's new, but it's exciting because all of that just builds on the climate and culture of each campus, and the kids coming out and supporting each other after they're done with school or after they're done with their practice and wanting to go watch. So I think that'll just continue to build. For our sites, I love it. It's
yes,
good.
Doing great.
We have a few reminders for our families. We have the Lawton Public Schools breakfast coming up
on
the 19th.
On the 19th. That's awesome.
Our professional
Big
day.
shout out to our foundation and to Golden Corral.
Yes, that's going to be in 2 weeks. Another thing is we're talking about our virtual. We always forget because we have in-person and we have lots of great opportunities for our students, but we have an amazing team at Douglas that is our virtual program.
Yes, we always talk about that because we have the best virtual school in the state. And I know we have parents out there that choose virtual. Our virtual school is, because you still get the one-on-one, you still got teachers to contact. You have a building here in town you can go up and see. We have library days, especially for elementary. They have party days. They try to do things. A virtual student can still participate in varsity sports. So we really encourage, if you've chosen any virtual other than Lawton Public Schools, give Lawton Public Schools a shot, because it is still the local. You can, if you go to virtual, you can pick which high school you would want to get your diploma from. So you can get it. So you can graduate from Lawton High, MacArthur, or Eisenhower. And so we would rather you choose our virtual, and we're looking to make it better every day. And the one-on-one contacts and the tutoring and the services we offer, we think far exceeds what any other virtual school
And
does.
that's exactly what I would say as far as the services that our students would get that are virtual, where you wouldn't have that if you went anywhere else, because our people are here and ready to help.
They can come get tutoring, they can come eat lunch. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things they can do at Douglas if they're virtual.
That's it. Anything else that you want to share? We were excited to have our
Carline's going great again.
Yes.
I know we're having our farm days today with their
at the Coliseum.
At the Coliseum with our young students. That's going good. School itself, when you look up and it's September and you've been in school for 12 to 14 days and it's gone, I said this last week, it's gone really smooth. Obviously there's been some hiccups, and again, I will reiterate, if that hiccup was one of my grandkids, it'd be a whole heck of a lot more than a hiccup.
Right.
So I understand those parents that have had to deal with those. But the level of efficiency and what our staff and teachers have done at Lawton Public Schools to get 13,500 students this quick, transportation and all the things we do. It's just a big shout out to all of you guys for the work you've put in to make 25-26 a success.
It's happening, and it's going to continue to grow. We have lots of things. Be sure to like our social media, follow us on our YouTube page. And then if you have questions or concerns or issues.
Info at lawtonps.org, info at lawtonps.org.
Yes.
And then our webpage is lawtonps.org. So
lots of good information on there, you guys.
And again, we always talk about if it's too many clicks for you, let us know, and we'll see if we can shorten it. Everything can't be one click. I grew up there. I want everything one click on the webpage. Well, that's not possible at Lawton Public Schools. But If it's 5 or 6 clicks and you feel like it's more important than that, let us know and we'll try to figure out a way to shorten it.
Absolutely. Again, thank you to our
Yes,
coaches.
thank
for
you
coming
guys. We
out.
appreciate y'all.
Thank you
It's
so much.
great.
Thank you.
Next week we'll have some students, and then we'll have some things going on. So we'll have one more at least for this month that we're tracking.
Yes.
Before we have some days. Other than that, you guys, thank you again. Good luck with the season, Mr. Hime. Thank you for your
Yes.
time. Thank you guys for your time. Make sure to email us and let us know what you want to hear about or talk for our future podcast. Until then, be well, stay safe, make positive impacts, and have a wonderful week, you guys.